tensions, threats, allegations. In recent years, one of the world's most trusted bilateral relationships has faced an unprecedented challenge. India and Canada, two nations bound by trade, culture, and people, suddenly find themselves in the eye of a storm. A small but dangerous faction, operating abroad, threatens the sovereignty of one of the world's largest democracies. Backed by shadowy foreign agencies, their actions have sparked diplomatic tensions, security alerts, and global attention. How did it come to this? And how is India standing tall against these threats? Welcome to Starkon International. Today we uncover the untold story of India's fight against extremism, its diplomatic battle with Canada, and its unwavering defense of sovereignty. India and Canada share a long history of friendship. From trade partnerships to cultural exchanges, and a vibrant Sikh diaspora contributing positively to Canadian society. But beneath this seemingly peaceful relationship lies a growing concern. A small but vocal faction of extremists within the diaspora advocates for Khalistan, a separate Sikh state. Their activities, often backed by foreign entities, have posed serious threats to India's sovereignty and security. Over the years, India has raised repeated concerns about the presence and operations of these extremist groups in Canada, urging for strict action against those promoting violence on foreign soil. In this documentary, we will explore how India has responded, with diplomacy, intelligence, and decisive counter-terrorism efforts, while continuing to uphold international norms and its global reputation. India has repeatedly accused Pakistan's Inter-Services Intelligence, or ISI, of funding and supporting extremist groups operating abroad, particularly within Canada. These groups, often hiding behind the diaspora community, have been linked to violent activities targeting India. The ISI's alleged involvement has turned Canada, unknowingly or otherwise, into a hub for planning and supporting operations that threaten India's sovereignty. From financial support to propaganda networks, these activities have posed significant challenges to India's national security. India, aware of these threats, has continuously engaged in diplomatic channels and intelligence sharing, urging the Canadian authorities to take decisive action against these elements. The stakes are high and India's vigilance is unwavering. In June 2023, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, a prominent Khalistani supporter, was killed in Canada. His death not only shocked the Sikh community abroad but also triggered diplomatic tensions between India and Canada. While Canada condemned the killing and demanded a thorough investigation, India emphasized the threat posed by Nijjar and similar individuals operating from foreign soil. India argued that such extremists, sometimes supported by foreign intelligence agencies, aim to destabilize India and undermine its sovereignty. This incident intensified India's call for accountability, highlighting the broader challenge of addressing cross-border terrorism while maintaining international diplomatic norms. India's response has been firm yet measured, demonstrating its commitment to national security and global responsibility. Following the Nijjar incident, India and Canada entered a period of heightened diplomatic tension. India publicly accused Canada of harboring extremists, while Canada alleged India's involvement in the killing. Despite these serious accusations, India maintained a stance of restraint and emphasized the importance of adhering to international law. Indian diplomacy focused on balancing firmness with dialogue, making it clear that threats to national security cannot be ignored. This period tested India's diplomatic strength, showcasing how a responsible global power manages international crises while protecting its citizens and sovereignty. India has always prioritized combating terrorism, both within its borders and globally. Recognizing the threats posed by extremist groups operating abroad, India has strengthened its intelligence and law enforcement agencies, ensuring timely detection and prevention of terrorist activities. Through coordinated operations, India tracks funding networks, monitors propaganda channels, and works closely with international partners to dismantle extremist cells. The nation's counter-terrorism strategy emphasizes vigilance, swift action, and global cooperation. By 2025, India and Canada took deliberate steps to restore diplomatic relations. After months of tension, dialogue, negotiation, and mutual understanding became the path forward. India's diplomacy showcased patience, firmness and strategic foresight. While standing unwaveringly against extremist activities, India also engaged in constructive talks to rebuild trust, ensure cooperation, and reaffirm the importance of international law. This period highlighted India's role as a responsible global actor, a nation capable of defending its sovereignty while navigating complex international relationships with intelligence and diplomacy. Beyond diplomacy, the strength of India-Canada relations lies in the people. The Indian diaspora in Canada has long contributed to society, excelling in education, business, and culture. These individuals act as a bridge, fostering understanding and goodwill between the two nations. Economically, India and Canada have deepened cooperation across sectors, from technology and IT to renewable energy and education. Trade partnerships continue to grow, with both nations recognizing mutual benefits and shared responsibilities. This phase highlights how India, while standing firm against threats, continues to embrace global collaboration, innovation, and the spirit of partnership. Throughout this crisis, India has emerged as a hero on the global stage. Confronting terrorism with courage, strategy, and unwavering resolve, India has shown that threats to its sovereignty will never go unanswered. By combining intelligence gathering, diplomatic engagement, and proactive counter-terrorism measures, India has dismantled networks that sought to harm its people and disrupt its peace. Its firm stance has sent a clear message worldwide. Extremism, regardless of where it originates, will not weaken India. India's resilience is a testament to its strength as the world's largest democracy, a nation that defends its citizens, safeguards its sovereignty, and inspires others with its unwavering commitment to justice. As we conclude this journey, one truth becomes abundantly clear. India stands firm. A nation unwavering in the face of threats, a democracy that values its citizens, and a global power committed to justice and peace. The India-Canada tensions, sparked by the presence of extremist elements and cross-border interference, tested the resilience of India's diplomacy, intelligence, and law enforcement. Yet, India navigated these challenges with clarity, strength, and a vision for the future, demonstrating to the world that terrorism and external pressure cannot bend its will. India's approach has always been multidimensional. Diplomacy was leveraged to demand accountability and maintain international norms. Intelligence agencies worked tirelessly to track and dismantle networks that threatened national security. And at every step, India's citizens and global partners witnessed a nation that not only defends itself, but also engages responsibly with the world. Beyond politics and security, the story of India-Canada relations reminds us of the power of people-to-people ties, trade, education, and culture. Despite challenges, India continues to build bridges, foster collaboration, and strengthen partnerships that benefit both nations and the global community. This narrative is not just about conflict. It is about resilience, courage, and leadership. India has emerged not merely as a victim of external threats, but as a hero defending democracy, peace, and justice. It is a message for the world. Threats may arise, extremists may conspire, but a united, vigilant, and principled nation will always rise to protect its people and uphold the values of sovereignty and freedom. In the face of adversity, India shines as a beacon, a reminder that strength, wisdom, and integrity are the foundations of lasting security and global respect. This is the story of a nation that refuses to bow to terror, that confronts challenges with courage, and that leads by example for the world to follow.